market to debride callus. Callus is the most common foot complaint in the adult population, so there are literally hundreds of products to choose from. So I'm just choosing 3 of the most popular, or I should say most available products on the market. I should mention that the gold standard for callus removal is actually for it to be professionally debrided by a podiatrist. If you have a lot of callus, these things might not work so well for you. I'm really excited about this vlog because I've been saving up my callus and I really can't wait to get rid of it. Okay, so to start off, we're going to be using the podiatry rasp, also called a chiropody or chiropody rasp, and in this case it's actually advertised as a microfile. It says here, ensure the file and feet are clean and dry. Use a slow, gentle action to file away layers of hard, dead skin. Do not file excessively. It says here it's also not to be used by people with diabetes. But I would also maybe extend that to people who have visual impairments and other people with neurological conditions that can't feel their feet so well, because you could go too far and hurt yourself. Okay, so it's just got a plastic handle and a stainless steel rasp bit over it. I'm going to start on this area. It says gentle pressure just to remove some of the callus. You see, there is some skin dust here, but I don't feel like we are getting much callus off, and in fact I could probably use a diamond deb file and get more off. But one thing I would say is this probably isn't designed to take down thick pieces of callus. It's probably maybe as a maintenance tool, so you'd use it, you know, a few times a week perhaps. So I might be giving it a bit too much of a challenge on my feet. Okay, so I've been doing this for a couple of minutes now, and actually I'm starting to see some differences in the skin. So I really don't think it's a bad thing, you know, the skin's much more flexible. So I'm quite impressed with this actually. I think it's quite easy to use because you don't have to soak your feet first, you can just put it straight onto dry skin, but that skin is looking much more flexible, so I'm quite impressed. Okay, so next up I'm going to move to the callus on my heel, and I'm going to be using either the pumice stone or the corn and callus remover or callus shaver, but to do that I have to soak my feet. Okay, so my feet have been in the water now for about 10-15 minutes, and now the skin is nice and soft. You can see it's a little bit white here now. I'm going to start by reviewing the pumice stone. So a fun fact is that pumice stone is what happens when lava reaches the sea. I recommend when you buy one of these, try and find a natural pumice stone, a real, genuine pumice stone. You can tell if they're genuine because they have large holes in them, which makes them a little bit extra scratchy. Okay, so first of all you wet your pumice stone and you start scraping. Now again with the pumice stone, as with the rasp, I'm not seeing a lot of difference initially. I can see that it's taking off really the macerated skin that got wet when I put my feet in, but I don't feel like it's getting very far through the hard skin, through the callus. So it might be a case of soaking again and then repeating. Okay, so this is the corn and callus remover. It has a curved blade on it. It says with this one, don't apply too much pressure. And it also says it is not suitable for diabetics or haemophiliacs. So your skin should be soaked for a while and then cleaned properly before you try and use this tool. And it says that you just put it over the skin and start bringing back over the callus. I think if I was completely new to this, I might not know to apply some tension to the skin, so pull in the opposite direction of where you're pulling. So I'd recommend if you are going to use this tool, then you try and keep the skin nice and tight. I can see that I am actually shaving quite a few bits of skin off here. Go in the opposite direction. Okay, so I am getting some skin off. I was concerned that this tool might be quite harsh. And you know, you could do some real damage with it, but actually the shavings which are coming off are really, really very thin. Okay, so just to recap, because I'm not sure I made it terribly obvious before, I want to just talk about the pros and cons of each product. So this one here, the Podiatry Rasp or the Microfile, I really like this product. You can use it dry. You don't have to go to the hassle of soaking your feet, and you could probably work this into a weekly routine or every couple of days or something. So that could help you to prevent having to go to the podiatrist quite so often. You could lengthen your visits by using this in between. The downside, of course, is that if you're diabetic, it's not recommended for you. So then you'd have to be looking at some of the more mild options. Right, so moving on to the pumice stone. I really like the pumice stone, and it's gentle enough for some diabetics to use. This is a really good positive. It doesn't take off quite so much callus as the other two, but if every time you wash your feet you use the pumice stone, I could see how you could maintain a level of callus. Okay, anyway, moving on. So now we have the sharp debrider of the group. I was a bit anxious about this product initially. I thought, oh, you know, giving people blades, they're going to cut themselves and stuff. Actually, after soaking my feet, I realised that it's only the macerated skin, as in only the skin that turned white, that you can actually shave off. So I feel that, you know, this could be appropriate for some people to use. But again, the downside of this one is it's not recommended for diabetics. It's not recommended for people who have blood clotting disorders. So it could include people with warfarin and things. So this isn't for everybody, but give it a go. See which one you like, and please comment below with the ones that you prefer, the products you've tried and they've really helped with your callus, because I'd be really interested to know. And just finally, if you're using these products and they're not working, please go and see a podiatrist who'll give you some information about how this callus could be building up, and they'll give you some relief by debriding it. I hope this has been useful for you. If you've liked it, please comment and subscribe to my channel, and please give me a big thumbs up. Thank you. Bye.